We'll now progress to our third and last speaker, but not least, of course, our Janice Parkinson has been a Toastmaster since 2001. She gave birth to Absolutely Toasted 4 years ago and currently serves as our Vice President of Education. She's been working in the software development industry all of her career, and today she's going to speak on a subject that is near and dear to her heart. The title of her speech is that eternal question from Pete Seeger: where have all the young girls gone?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests, ladies and gentlemen, I have a story to tell you. And I have toys to tell you the story with. This is a girl. This is a boy. Yeah. The remarkable thing about this is that our population is broken down into half of us are girls, half of us are boys. But when we start looking into the software industry and into computer science professionals and graduates, most of us are boys. And the rest of us, the girls, most of us are old. The young girls aren't coming into our industry anymore. Not at the same rate as the boys. So back about 30 years ago, when I was a young girl, I walked into a lecture room at BCIT in computer science, and the thing that I noticed was that everybody was so old. They were all like 25 years old. I was just 17, so 25 was really old. What I didn't notice though, and I didn't pay any attention to, was that half of them were men, half of them were women. I didn't think anything of it. There's the population, half are men, half are women. This must be normal, right? And it was in 1984. It was perfectly normal for computer science graduates at that time to have a nice gender split. 2005 rolls around, only a quarter of computer science graduates are girls. In other sciences, it's still split 50-50. Perfectly normal, right? So what the heck happened to all the girls? Where did they go? My theory is that back when I was a kid, computers were just another business option, another science option. They weren't anything special. Come around 2005, we've got personal computers all over in everybody's houses, and they've become boy toys. They've become like boys' cars or boys' other technical, geeky type things. And girls just sort of step back and go, let the boys play with those. Those aren't girls' toys. That's my theory. We have no scientific proof or any studies or anything that's going to carry out that story. So, okay, so who cares? So what? There aren't any girls in the industry. Well, other than as software developers, we build things for the population, which is boys, girls, 50-50. So actually having that sort of gender mix when we build things might get us ideas that target that particular gender. Because face it, we are different. Boys, girls, men, women, we are different. We have different ideas, different ways of approaching things. And having that gender imbalance tends to target software more towards men because mostly it's men that are building stuff. So it keeps building on itself. The other strange thing that's happened in this last 10, 15 years in the software development industry is we've started to think that Agile is a good way of developing stuff. And that really, really emphasizes a lot of change, a lot of cooperation, a lot of teamwork, a lot of communication, which are typically stereotypical female strengths. But the women aren't participating. Strange. The other reason we have to care, particularly as women, is that in the 1970s and before that, women's lib was really active. We worked a lot towards getting equality in the workplace for women, and we're letting it slide and slip away. We need to do something to keep up that impetus, keep the presence, so that we don't lose what our grandmothers gained for us. Yes? And the other thing for you gentlemen that you must care about is your daughters. Your daughters have a right to be in the workplace just as much as your sons do. They shouldn't have to worry about inequality or a sort of, oh, that's a boys thing versus a girls thing. Do whatever makes sense to them. And that's where you guys come in, because you have to convince your daughters and your girlfriends that living and working in the software industry is a good thing. And I'm going to give you the numbers and the evidence that say this is a really good thing for your sons and daughters to be doing. Because you look at these numbers of different salaries, and you're going to see really good salaries. So your daughter gets a job in this industry, she is going to be making lots and lots of money for your retirement. So you want to encourage her to become one of the people that develop software and earn hundreds of thousands of dollars every year. This is a dream that every parent has, that their kids can be in an industry where it's fun, they enjoy themselves, and they make lots and lots and lots of money. Women in technology have the right to come out, participate 50-50, earn the big bucks, and have a heck of a lot of fun in the process.